Greetings to greetings to the global house of the incredible world coin millionaires around the world. You are welcome once again to another episode of the migration Google update. Today being the fifth day in the month of May, year 2023. We want to use this opportunity collectively, myself and everyone around, to appreciate God for what He is doing and also what He has done for us. And I also want to thank those of us who are very consistent. It is already 5 minutes past the scheduled time, but we still have more people that are yet to be in this meeting. But all the same, you are welcome. Thank you so much. I can see Mr. God's Power is in the house and also Mr. NSC, very consistent. We also have Mr. Ibrahim Mohammed from Kaduna, who is also very consistent. And so we are making progress tremendously because uh, we are having a lot of sponsorship coming in at this moment. We are experiencing a tremendous success and also a huge momentum currently, even though we are yet to swing into the campaign proper. And so the campaign begins by next week. Please, you can unmute your mic as soon as you are admitted into the meeting. Kindly do us a favor by muting up your mic so that we can have a smooth flow and also conversation in this meeting. I can see some people are yet to mute their mics, and so we thank God for today. We also thank God for how far He has brought us in this migration, and so we are gradually getting there. In no time, we will soon begin to smile. Like someone sent me a video. I think that was yesterday, and I quickly share it also by expanding the information across the community. And so currently, the global community is beginning to wake up from the existing reality of blockchain technology. And I'm very happy and also excited with the Nigerian government coming in to establish a blockchain commission, just like South Africa, and moving very swiftly in adopting blockchain technology at the federal level. And so this is to show you that we are gradually making a tremendous progress. And so governments are now beginning to get involved in the digital space. And so South Africa became the first country to establish a blockchain commission. And as we all know, the economy of South Africa cannot be compared with some of our economies or our country GDPs in Africa. And so Nigeria making this smart move to adopt blockchain technology at this moment, and not just adopting blockchain technology. Nigeria is also training about 300,000 youths with the kickoff of this particular launching of the blockchain commission. The Nigerian government is also training young people such as the youth corpers and also other people who are currently coming out of the universities. And so the government is giving now an opportunity for young people to also participate in building digital finances. And so we are beginning to see blockchain overwhelming and also taking over Africa. It is just a matter of time before you see other countries will begin to swing into action by adopting and also taking the same move. And so I want to thank all of us who are actually following up and also who are very current with day in, day out updates concerning blockchain technology in Africa. And so I promised that I was going to give us an update regarding the entire migration and also give us a hint of how many people have completed their migration fully uh, in the exchange, and also how many people are yet to complete their migration.
of feeding the
And
holy men.
so we also want a situation whereby, like I promised us last week, we want to be able
To
to
some others,
fast
there is
track.
no greater joy or better way of earning favor with God than a pilgrimage to.
There is a noise coming from someone's background. Kindly mute your mics as we are currently. I'm currently doing an introduction. You are going to be given an opportunity to speak once that time comes. But at this moment, let us all, as soon as you are admitted,
Or winning, as
please
one does
do us a
apostrophe
favor by muting up your
or
mic. Let
an
your mic remain muted until you are called upon to address the House. Thank you so much. And so, as I was saying, we are gradually seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And so, by the time the digital currency becomes a legal tender in Nigeria, as soon as the infrastructure for the blockchain design is completed, banks are going into blockchain. And so even the local Nigerian currency is going to be digitalized into the blockchain. And so these are some of the things that we have been reiterating back then, even during the ICO, and we are beginning to see all of those things coming into play gradually. And so those of us who are taking this as usual, it is no longer a rumor. And as a matter of fact, it is going very viral because the present administration has also deemed it necessary to get this particular move rolling even before they leave office. And I strongly believe that other industries and other institutions also will follow suit, and even other countries. And so I want to appreciate the and I also want to commend the move by the government of Nigeria. They have been losing a lot when it comes to revenue and also tax, because had Nigeria allowed blockchain or cryptocurrency or digital currency transactions back since 2020, by now Nigeria will be making a revenue of $1 trillion from blockchain technology. But all the same, it is coming at the right time. And I want to welcome us all this evening. And so I will begin before I go into the presentation and also the updates regarding how many people are currently fully migrated into the exchange, and then how many people are left, and so how many people are yet to also get themselves migrated into the exchange. So these are some of the things that we are going to be discussing this evening, and then we wrap it up. I promise that we are going to be very brief so that those of us who may be going for night vigil or any other occasion or event tonight, you are going to quickly have the opportunity to do that. And so I want to thank other leaders. Some of our coordinators are already in the house, but only a few. Other people are still yet to join the meeting. Maybe perhaps they will join us as the meeting progress. Thank you so much. I can see Reverend Chie from Liberia. You have been on and off for quite some time, and I have not heard from you ever since the last time we spoke regarding the completion of the migration process from your end. Reverend Samson, you can unmute your mic from Greenville, and uh, let me give you an opportunity to speak first before other leaders, and then before I proceed with my presentation. You can unmute your mic, sir. I can see you are joining us on a video call. You are welcome back. You have been on and off.
Yeah, definitely. That is true.
Yes, you are
I think
welcome.
I'm in a meeting tonight,
Yes,
and I want to say good evening to the Global House tonight.
yes,
We are here doing well, and my own problem still remain the Dwason district. But we are doing everything possible to see whether we can move Paul Davis, who is at that end of Greenville, and then we can easily capture the man he got. Even told him of the information of the 60-day package that was given so that everybody can easily be migrated.
yes.
So we are working on that seriously.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, regarding the initial
Then,
persons that have already made payment, how many people in total have you created their wallets on the exchange? Those who have,
uh, to tell to tell you the truth, sir, I'm having some challenges. Challenges are coming from network, but then like I did the last time I went through the tutorial, but then I got some issue. Somewhere in the process, I started to create my wallet and create wallet for my wife. But then since I created the wallet, every time I go back, they are asking me for the my two-factor authenticator.
yes.
Where I get confused, if I go back to the authenticator to come back, it's like that 30 seconds is not much. So up to the point I've not been able to dive into my own account. My wife has not been able to come. She has not been able to enter her own account. And I
Okay.
want all the can you hear me?
All right. So, in regards to the
Hello.
two-factor authentication, when you listen carefully to the tutorial, it tells you that first of all, you will need to verify the captcha. You will need to always confirm your captcha first. The two-factor authenticator should be the last that should be the last stage that you are going to perform in order to log in. Why am I saying this? Is because the two-factor authentication only lasts for 30 seconds. And so if you are waiting, if you are copying the two-factor authentication first to insert it there and then confirm your captcha, before you finish confirming that captcha, the 30 seconds must have elapsed. And so, first of all, what you will need to do is that before, if you want to successfully log into your exchange account, what you will need to do first, you will have to verify by logging into your account with your email and your password, which is the first layer, the first security layer, or the first login layer. And so by the time you enter your email and your password, you will confirm that a captcha first. You are going to confirm that captcha two different occasions before you can log into your exchange account. And so that is where we have so many people getting confused. And so, how you are going to do that is that when you enter your email and your password, you will first of all verify your captcha. And after verifying your captcha, you now click the login. And so, when you try to log in, it will now tell you that token required. And so before you can copy that token, the two-factor authentication, and paste on your dashboard before you can log in or on the login panel, you should go to your captcha again, verify that captcha the second time. Once that captcha is checked, marked good, then you now go back to your two-factor authenticator, copy the six-digit number, paste it immediately, and then you log in. So by doing so, you will successfully log in within seconds once you follow these procedures. And so on that two-factor authenticator, what you will need to do, you will have to confirm all the other aspects. The two-factor authenticator should be the last thing that you are going to do, then logging in. I don't know if you understood the explanation, Reverend Sampson. Is that clearly understood?
Yeah, you are clear.
All right. So two-factor
Yeah,
authenticator
you are clear.
is always the
And I will
last
stay
thing.
on that tomorrow to make sure that it is done successfully.
Yes. So try it again. If you are not able to scale through, just communicate with me, maybe via WhatsApp. Let me know if you are able to log into those accounts. And so
Okay, that
likewise
that I will
apply.
do tomorrow, sir.
Yeah, likewise apply to all other users. And so let them get used to these particular security features whenever they are logging into the exchange, because that is going to be the norms as far as the exchange is concerned. So whenever you want to log in, you have to follow those procedures before you can be able to log in. And so that is that from Reverend Samson. And so I also want to encourage you from the other end, because migrations are currently ongoing. And so as we are speeding up with the 60 days challenge, we want to be able to have this exchange open at the end of this 60 days challenge. And so we are inviting and also encouraging, especially those of us who are having a few coins in your possession. This is another awesome opportunity that is currently open for you to take advantage of this 60 days challenge and be able to utilize and get more of IWC coins in your possession before the exchange comes open. And so, thank you so much, Mr. Reverend Samson from Greenvale. I also want to hear from okay, we please, if I mention your name, just use 1 minute to give us an update if you have any challenge or question as a leader, or if there is anything that you are not getting right. Just make that within 1 minute so that we can also be able to attend to other aspects tonight before we wrap the meeting up. Yes, that's that from Mr. Sampson from Greenville. Benjamin Elams, what is happening with the sponsorship that were sent to you? Were you able to send the migrations today?
Yes, I was able to send a majority of the migrations. When I told you about the problem I faced earlier, I was when I logged in the email in another phone, I was able to send. So I sent about 13 out of the 20 today. So
All
by
right.
tomorrow, the rest I will send.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.
And so we need to speed up with the migrations. I think for the sponsorship, we already have over 200 persons that are currently standing by for sponsorship. Ever since we kick off the 60 days challenge, and so we are doing well, and also we are moving faster. And so let us increase the fire and also increase the migrations by speeding up the submissions. Okay, I would like to also hear from Mr. Hosea, who is one of the administrators in charge of migrating the sponsored humanitarians. You can unmute your mic, Mr. Hosea. How is the migration going on your end regarding the sponsorship?
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
Um, well, I want to say that there is progress, one, and secondly, um, even if even if there are sponsor up to 100, I can do them in 2 days. But the challenge I'm having is to open series of emails. I'll have to get phone numbers of persons, because if I'm opening an email and I got to somewhere, there are there are certain number of people that he can allow me to open email with, only five. So apart from that, I cannot exceed. If I am to exceed, I must require phone number for every email. So that's the challenge I'm having. But to my own side, there is progress. Even this evening, I did almost 20, and it's only that 40 that is standby. So by tomorrow, I'll continue with it. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you so much. We don't want to delay any sponsorship. As soon as anybody sponsored people, we want to do the migrations very faster. And so we are still having other people's, we still have other sponsorship currently on standby. And so when you finish with the 40 persons, we will send another set of persons. And so I will be send, we will be giving, dispatching the migrations in batches. So we're not going to do it from one region. And so we have people sponsoring from different regions. And so we also want to carry everyone along with the current sponsorship, and also with those who are also coming in recently, who came in recently with migrations. And so we are actually moving forward in terms of having getting sponsorships coming in. And so all the humanitarians, make your list also available. Let all the administrators, all hands should be on deck at this moment. And so we are officially launching the campaign by next week, Wednesday. And also, I think the campaign also was launched this week on the 3rd in Liberia. And so in Bon County, there were a mass meeting on the 3rd of this month, which was a day before yesterday. And the director of administration was there with all the coordinators and so many other people. Migrations are also beginning to come in from Bon County, which is central Liberia. And so we want also migrations to be coming from Grand Bassa. I think the coordinator is not here. We don't want a situation whereby when the exchange comes open, we have other people left from other regions without participating in the trading activities. And so we want to carry everyone along. And so we have people who already have made payments for their migrations but are still yet to be migrated. And so the coordinator is not here today to let us know how far they have gone in migrating their people. And so we are going to do a lot in terms of fast tracking this migration. And so I'm going to begin with giving us a highlight of the sponsorship and also the number of persons that have fully been migrated. Uh, and also, we have people who have made payment even from December, as far as December, January, February, up till March, April. Now we are in May. They are still yet to come up with their details. And so the 3,000 numbers that I gave, we actually gave those numbers based on the payments that were received. And so it's not based on the people that have already created their wallets and also are ready to be migrated. So we have payments, we have a list of payments that have already been made, but the individuals have not yet migrated. And so I think those of us who have made payment, and if you continue to delay, we will use your payment and sponsor other people's migration so that we can move forward. And so we have sent messages to all those who already have made payment, but up till this moment, they are still yet to comply by creating their details on the exchange. So, talking about the issue of migrations, the sponsorship, I want to be able to give us an update regarding those whom have already beat the challenge and have qualified for some of these benefits for the 60 days challenge. I have Madam Udoka Chooks from Lagos who sponsored about 50%. Even before the end of the 60 days challenge already, she has sponsored about 60%. And I also have Mr. Paul from Yola who also sponsored 50% as well. And I also have Tochiku from Burkina Faso, who sponsored about 10%. I have Pastor Victor Ismaila from Yola, who sponsored about 40%. I also have His Royal Highness Joshua Makama, who sponsored about 10%. I also have Mr. Coley from Liberia, who sponsored about 6%. And I also have Mr. NSC, who sponsored 1%. Mr. Muhammad Ibrahim sponsored 2%. I also have another fellow from Yola, from Benjamin Elams, who sponsored about 5%. We also have someone yesterday who sponsored 5% from Kaduna through our coordinator, Mr. Hosea. And so we have already a good number of persons that have already sponsored, that we have sponsorship already standing by. And so we are going to be telling us how far we are moving with the sponsorship. And so when you put the total number, you will discover that we already have about 219 persons that have already been sponsored. And so more other sponsorships are coming on the way. We have a lot of people who indicated interest to want to sponsor more people, and also some people are coming in as new users who are coming in through sponsorship in order to participate in this particular opportunity. And so we are making progress. And as a matter of fact, we are launching the campaign both in Liberia and in Nigeria at the same time. And so, come next week, Wednesday, we are going to be in the Kaduna metropolis. And so all those who are within Kaduna and environs, those of you who are within the metropolitan city of Kaduna State, we are going to begin the campaign. We are going to be on the media, on various radio stations, to get new sponsorships from different users, especially new users coming in. We decide to follow up just like the way we did during the ICO, so that we can move much more faster and speedily. And so all the humanitarians who have who have over 3 to 4 thousand users that are under your jurisdiction, just stand by. From now henceforth, you are going to be constantly migrating people, because as we swing into media publicity, we are going to have a lot of people coming in, new people, and when they are coming in, they are not going to get coins like the ICO as usual, but they are going to migrate people in order to get coins. And as they are migrating people, those of you who are administrators, for the humanitarians, we are going to be sending the list of sponsorship to you in order to migrate these individuals. And so tighten up your belts as more sponsorships are coming in, even as we proceed into the new week. And so these are the list of sponsorship. And so far, we already have two persons who have actually made it on top of the list on the migration benefits, which are Madam Udoka from Lagos and also Mr. Paul from Yola, who the two of them sponsored 100 persons at the same time. And so the both of them have sponsored 50 persons each, while leaving others sponsoring less than 50. And so they are the lead sponsors as far as the migration and the 60 days challenge is concerned. And so those of us who are facing issues with migrations, especially our people from Liberia, we want to get all people who are yet pending. We want to have them migrated into the exchange. We want to get them receive their coins in their account this weekend. And so I don't want any migration to proceed or pass this weekend. And so I am going to be in touch with Reverend Sampson and also Madam Zelin from Maryland and also Reverend George Achike from Grand Bassa and also with Mr. Sumo C. Moluba in Monrovia. And so all those who already have made payment, we must ensure that before Wednesday meeting, they are fully migrated into the exchange. And so take note of this, Reverend Sampson. We are going to have a conference call meeting by tomorrow, officially informing you so that you can kindly be online. We will have that conference call tomorrow in the afternoon, if it will be convenient for you, 2 o'clock Liberian time. And I want to have that conversation with you and also with Madam Zelin from Maryland and also with the administrator from Maryland. And so I want us to have that conference call so that we can checkmate the progress from those regions and ensure that by tomorrow or next we are able to migrate all the people from Greenville, from Maryland, from Grand Bassa, and from Bong County, and even other regions who are still pending. And so that is that for sponsorship. And so when it comes to the issue of the people or the persons whom have completed their migrations fully, we have about 933 persons so far that have fully completed their migrations and have received their coins in the exchange out of 4,618 users in the exchange. And so, why are we? What is the delay? What is causing this delay in terms of people making available their time to have themselves fully migrated? And so only we have less than 1,000 persons that are fully migrated, whereas we have thousands others whom have already taken a step in terms of this migration, beginning from when we began in last year up till this moment. And so this week we want to be able to have up to 1,500 users on the exchange. And so those of you who are migrating people, especially the humanitarians, make sure you speed up the wallet creations and also the registrations on the exchange and ensure that we migrate the entire 200 plus persons that have already been sponsored. Yes, Reverend Sampson, you are raising up your hand. You can unmute your mic very quickly before I proceed.
Yeah, that time will be convenient. Thank you for that. I will be
All right.
available, sir,
All right. Thank you so
by
much.
the grace of God. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So 2 o'clock Liberian time, we will come up together on a WhatsApp call, or I will schedule any other necessary medium so that we can have that conversation before then. Ensure that you practicalize the logging in into all those wallets that you have created and on the exchange. So do the practicals before then, before our meeting by tomorrow, so that I want to be sure that those accounts that you have created on the exchange are validated and you can log into the accounts, so that we don't want a situation after people are already migrated and a complaint will be coming thereafter. I cannot access my account or I cannot log into my account. And so ensure that those accounts are fully updated before migrations takes place. And so thank you so much from that region. And also another thing that I want to talk about is the issue of the Incredible Exchange Merchant Program and also the training that is coming up. We already have a lot of people. Even today, we have about five different individuals who actually communicated with me directly. They are business owners, and also they are interested and they want to start collecting, they want to use they want to start collecting IWC for exchange for goods and services. Some of them, we have three persons who are into spare car spare parts. We also have three persons who are into supermarkets and also provision stores. And so these people have indicated interest that they want to accept IWC as medium of exchange for their goods and services. And so the benefits that they will derive is such that we are also on our own part going to be able to market these people. Hence, they are receiving the Incredible Wealth coin as a medium of exchange for their goods and services. They are going to have the opportunity to also enjoy the marketing aspect from the Incredible Wealth coin, both on the exchange and also our regular adverts. And also, that will also encourage more people and also give a substantial value for the Incredible Wealth coin when we do begin trading. And so, those of us who are also business owners and you also want to key into these, by we also have a separate group chat for those individuals, so that as you are coming in, we are going to also give you some orientations regarding your acceptance of IWC. And so, coming with the issue of payment, uh, when the app is ready, there is a QR scan that you can also scan, or that QR scan is also on the Incredible Wallet. And so we are going to teach you how you can easily receive payment from other people using their accounts by simply scanning with that QR code payment on the app. And so those features, we are going to also teach you how those features operate and how they work, in and how also what process can you as a trader or a merchant will use to accept payment or also disburse or send and receive payment via your wallet directly on the exchange. And so we have created account for traders. We also have created account for merchants, a separate group chats. And so we are going to kick off with the training, with the merchant training, as soon as we have the required number of users that we required. We want to be able to train at least, for us to begin the training, we would need at least a minimum of 200 users from Nigeria, and maybe 100 users from Liberia, and also a few other users from other regions. We want to start the training. We don't want to wait until we have up to 500 or 1,000 users. And so we want to begin with the few individuals that are available. And so we don't want to waste much time. As more people are coming in, we are going to be recording the training, so that once other people are joining, we will refer them to those tutorials and also trainings for them to watch. And so there are so many other benefits. There are so many benefits that you, as a merchant or a trader, accepting IWC for exchange of your goods and services in your stores, there are a lot of benefits, of which we are going to discuss more in regards to those benefits when we begin the training. And so that is that for the Incredible Wealth Coin merchant, and also the Incredible Wealth Coin traders. And so those two different WhatsApp group chats, for those of you who are indicating interest that you want to become traders also, we will want to know the kind of business you do, and also give you some orientations regarding the market, and also the acceptance of the Incredible World Coin as you are going to venture into accepting IWC as a medium of exchange for your goods and services. And so that is that for the brief presentation regarding the merchant program. And so the requirement, you are required to have at least a minimum of 5,000 IWC to become a merchant. At least a minimum of 5,000 IWC, because merchant are people that are either ready to buy or ready to sell. You are ready to sell. You also have, to an extent, a good quantity of IWC to either take up an order or maybe give out an order. And so those of us who are already crypto traders, and also those of us who are trading on Binance, you will discover that I made mention of how you can buy or sell 24 hours on the Binance P2P trading section, only P2P. The Binance also have spot trading and other trading, of which we are also going to tutor the all the merchants on the P2P trading on the Incredible World Coin, and also other benefits. And so, if by any means you are indicating interest that you want to become a merchant, one of the first requirement, I stated all the requirements in our previous meeting, is that you will need to have at least minimum of not less than 5,000 coins in your possession. And so other aspects and also trainings will be taken care of once we kick off the entire training academy, which will be which will be you know fronted, and also which will take place by myself, and also the director for administration. And we will also like to bring other people from outside, from other exchanges, to share ideas and also give us more insight when it comes to the issue of P2P, and also how we can successfully execute trades on the Incredible Exchange. And so that is that for both the traders and also the merchants. And so I don't know if you have any comment or any question or any contribution, you can signify by raising up your hand. Someone was asking yesterday whether or not what are the minimum or maximum number of persons that he or she can sponsor. And so you can sponsor currently as many people as you can. You can sponsor 1,000 persons. You can sponsor 2,000 users. So as many people as you can be able to sponsor. So sponsorship does not have limit. You don't have a limit to how many persons I can sponsor, to migrate into the exchange. And so that is that for the humanitarian sponsorship, and also for the migration progress thus far, and also the sponsorship as well. And so I discovered that, I don't know, Madam Zerlin, if you are still online. You were raising up your hand initially when I was presenting. And so, if you can hear me, I think I want to give you an opportunity to unmute your mic and come in. You were raising up your hand, Madam Zelin Dobo from Maryland. If you can hear me, kindly unmute your mic and come in. And also, if you cannot hear me, that means I will proceed to take updates from other leaders as we are trying to quickly wrap it up. And so, initially, I talked about we reshuffling leadership in different regions. And so the ambassador is currently not here, the ambassador for Nigeria. He is currently in Taraba, in Jalingo. So those of us who are IWC users from Taraba, you can interface with the ambassador. And also those of us who I receive messages from other users from Gombe State. The problem we have here is that we have so many people in the Incredible World Coin and also on our WhatsApp group chats, but they are not joining updates and also meetings in order to understand where we are and also what is unfolding at the moment. And so I will be sharing each time we have any meeting, we normally share the recorded version of the meeting. And so I have people calling me and also sending messages. What is the update? Where are we? And so I am using this opportunity to encourage those of us who are either in this meeting or those who are not consistent, and those of us who are going to watch this tutorial, always avail yourself or go to our YouTube channel or try to follow up with the updates on the forum so that you can be able to catch up with where we are at the moment. And so you have no limit to the number of persons you can sponsor. I think I have answered that question very, very clear and also sound. And so, Mr. Ezekiel Raymond, you are also one of the humanitarian administrators. I think you are the only person that is left behind. Other administrators are working. And so, Mr. Raymond Ezekiel, what is your update regarding your migrations and also the humanitarian allocations given to your jurisdiction as well?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You know, yesterday I was together with two of my friends. I've started already. I've started my. I don't know whether I should call it campaign or whatever, because yesterday I was together with them and all of them agreed. Two of them by Monday I'm going to migrate them. Monday or Tuesday I'm going to migrate them. Then they are going to bring 20 people at the moment now as we speak.
All right.
Uh,
So you are
Then
beginning
apart from
from
that,
Monday.
yes, I'm beginning my own on Monday or Tuesday. Then I've already printed all my humanitarian list, so that I'm going to like start by 50 names, so that I will create email for them, individual emails. Then I'll meet my ambassador. Then we'll now start. I'll start giving them money so that we migrate them.
So the thing is, we also need to get in touch with the beneficiaries of this migration, because one of the
Okay.
things is, to create email, the person whom you are migrating needs to be aware of their details so that they can also have access to their coins. And so I think
Yeah.
when the ambassador returns from his
Taraba.
journey, maybe myself, you, and the ambassador, we will need to have a meeting regarding the kickoff of your sponsors and also the migrations as well.
I'll be grateful, sir. I'll be much grateful because
All right. Thank you
we
so
have a lot
much.
of
All
yes.
right, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And so let us, we are going to do a serious follow up. Yes, Mr. Raymond, you want to say something? All right. And so, in regards to the aspect of the campaign that we are launching, the 60 days campaign that we are launching, we want to be able to fast track this particular process. And in this campaign, beginning from next week, we want to be able to migrate 500 users in within a week. 500 to 1,000 users within a week. And so that is our target. And so those of you who are looking at also coming in with your sponsorship, you want to sponsor people, this is our target. And so when we do launch the campaign by next week, I want to be able to ensure that from all our regions, we are able to gather up 500 migrations every week. And so by so doing, we can do more than that, but at least 500, so that it will help us to speed up very quickly. And so those of us who are leaders and also coordinators, let us take note of that. And so we need a leadership, like I said, from Lagos. The Lagos coordinator has relocated. Currently, he is in Australia. He has traveled since last year, and he is now based in Australia. And so he's going to continue the Incredible World Coin over there in Australia. And so we need a coordinator from Lagos who is who is going to be very proactive, like the initial coordinator who has currently relocated. And so those of us, we want to be able to work with people who we know and people who have already been with us from the ICO period up till this moment. And so, those of us from the Lagos region, let us have a communication and also a conversation to ensure that we have another leadership running from the Lagos region. Madam Favor is not yet in the house today. She has indicated interest to want to take up some responsibility over there in Lagos. And so we need more of Madam Favor from Lagos. And so those of us in the house, if you are from Lagos and you want to walk along with us, kindly indicate by communicating with me directly, so that we can have a chat to also progress in this migration process. And so I don't know if there is any comment or contribution. You can indicate by raising up your hand if you want to ask any question right now. Let me come back to the audience. I'm not seeing any comment on the on on the comment section. Do we have any question or contribution from the leaders? You can indicate by raising up your hands. Okay, I think I have the Southeast leadership. Mr. George joined us very late from Enugu State, and also Mr. Mohammed J. Sensei from Sierra Leone also joined very late. And so, Mr. George, are we making progress over there in the southeast? How far have you gone with migrating the other people that have already made payment?
Okay, there are four people currently, aside the ones I have done. By Sunday, which they said they are going to be available, because today I went for burial, so I wasn't available. So by Sunday, I will migrate them as well, and then with others that will be coming in. And by tomorrow, I wanted to reach out to my coordinator so that those among the executives who will be willing to, look into that migration and know how to migrate people, they can actually tap from that knowledge.
All
So
right,
that
thank you
is
so
the
much.
progress.
Thank you so much for that voluntary sacrifice. Uh, I actually thought that people will single-handedly follow up the tutorials to learn how to migrate, but I'm still having complaints coming from people that they do not understand, even with the tutorials, how to do migration. So I'm wondering how they are going to do trade negotiations on the exchange. We are going to have so many people lose their coins from the first instance of the trading, because some people will begin to dump their coins to other people without receiving any payment on the P2P, even though we are going to do a little orientation in that regard. But let us begin to explore. Those of us who have already you've completed your migrations, try as much as possible to explore the exchange. Go in there, go into different sections, try to checkmate and explore and be able to see some things be able to do some things for yourself so that when trading begins, don't have to wait for anybody to help you to place an order or to help you to trade. And so let us begin to go in and explore the entire exchange and see how best we can be able to move forward. We have a lot of people who are not digitally inclined. So many people in this community are still analog. They are not digital, they are still analog. And so, and they are not ready to learn, because if you are ready to learn, you will follow up with the updates happening on a regular basis. Yes, Mr. George, you are still raising up your hands. You can unmute your mic, Mr. George.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I'm
I
on,
can
sir.
see you raising up your hand up till now. You can proceed.
Okay, sir. Why? What I wanted to know is that the other time you made mention of the migration wallet, the wallet address of the migration, which somehow I haven't watched or seen the video, so that I can be able to copy both mine and the wallet address of others, those whom I have migrated, so that I can forward it to the admins for their coins in the ICO to be moved into the exchange. So I will be happy if the video is released, so that we can also learn that and be fast about the migration. Thank you, sir.
Yes, the video has already been released. I think, okay, if how many people were able to see the tutorials on how to set up your wallet and the payment gateways? Please, if you have completed your migration, can I see your hands up? If you know how to set up your wallet and also your payment gateways, I want to see one or two persons by indicating your hands. The administrators, have you seen Mr. Hosea and also Mr. David and Mr. Okay, I'm coming, and also Mr. Who again? Mr. Hosea. Tell us, Mr. Hosea, you can unmute your mic. How can you be able to get a wallet address? How can you set up a wallet address? Because I am going to be featuring some of our administrators to tell us how they are doing it. Hosea, are you in the house? Mr. Hosea, if you can hear me, unmute your mic and tell us how can we set up the wallet address. It looks like he's not hearing me very well. That video tutorial, I posted it on the WhatsApp forum. Let me share my screen very quickly and show us where you can find that. You can find that on any of our IWC forums, whether from the Nigerian forum. Okay, let me go to Incredible Wealth Coin, IWC Coin Nigeria. And so when you scroll up back, there is, I posted that tutorial. There are three different tutorials. The first tutorial, you will see January 3rd. January 3rd explains how you can be able to sign up on the exchange, set up your two-factor authenticator, and also how you can forward your details for migration. And then the second video here talks about wallet and payment gateway tutorials. And so in this video tutorial explains how you can set up your wallet, how you can get your IWC wallet address. And also in the last video, which is the third video, which is actually a link on rumble.com, is where you can set up your two-factor authenticator. The two-factor authentication in order to be able to uh, have it set up and also secure on your account. And so all of those tutorials, I shared those tutorials on our various platforms. And so I'm going to reshare it again. And so here is the link, the Incredible Wealth Coin, Incredible Exchange two-factor 2FA setup tutorial. And so As soon as you click on this link, it will take you straight to the video tutorial. So any of those three different videos that you click the link, it will take you directly to the tutorials where you can be able to set up, or where you can be able to see response or answers to whatever challenge you are experiencing, either as a humanitarian or as a single, as an independent migrator, or maybe you are migrating other people as an administrator. And so here, those are the three different video tutorials that you can use. So I'm going to reshare the tutorial once again. Mr. Paul, you were raising up your hands. Can you unmute your mic now and come in quickly with an update? You were out initially when I invited Mr. George to give us an update. Yes, Mr. Paul, can you hear me? Unmute your mic. You were raising up your hand.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, I just want to ask a question. It's about this woman. She's a widow, and she's trying to sponsor herself, her children. So, but then the children is underage. So I don't know what to do. She has already paid in her money, and her late husband, I don't know, her husband passed away November last year. The humanitarian package. So I just don't know what to do about the issue. Thank you.
All right. And so the husband, is he part of IWC? Does he have an account with IWC?
No, he don't. He's just his name was in the uh, humanitarian package.
Okay. And so for the children, how old are they?
Just 16, 14, and 12.
All right. And so what she's going to do, she's going to serve as a guardian. And so she can create email address for all her children using her phone, and then the administrator over there can create wallets for them on the exchange, and then we have them migrated. And then also regarding, we are let me know, send me a message regarding her husband and also her account, so that we can migrate the coins that belongs to the allocation that was given to her husband into her account. And so give me those details and keep me updated regarding that aspect, so that the husband who is already passed on, we can send the coins to the wife who is a widow. All right, Mr. Paul, are you there?
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, thank you so much. All right.
Yes, I'm with you.
So
I heard you. Yeah, thank you very much.
all right, thank you so much. And so that is that from Mr. Paul
Yeah.
Namchi from
Sorry, one more question.
yes.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. You can proceed.
Can I send? Okay, I did. Like I told you last time, there's this politician who is a friend of mine, and he's interested. Can I? Uh, can I call you, or can I give you your phone number so that you can talk 101 and then we
Yes,
can
we can
elaborate
communicate.
more?
As a matter of fact, you can organize a conference call. The three of us can talk. We will communicate. I will attend to
Okay.
him, and also we will try to make it more elaborate for him by explaining to him. These politicians are coming in right now because of the latest happening in the country. Everything now, the government is beginning to
Yeah.
give opportunity for blockchain technology in Nigeria. And so you are going to see more of these politicians coming around and wanting to come in and invest. And so you can organize a meeting with him. We will have a conference call, and or better still, if you want to give him my phone number, you can give him my phone number. I will explain and take him through the entire process. All right?
Okay.
Yes. Thank you
All right.
so much.
Thank you,
So
sir.
let us
Okay.
have that conversation.
Welcome.
Perhaps I'll give you a call by tomorrow, Mr. Paul. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Yes. All right. I have okay, Mr. Tanimu from Kaduna State, who is the assistant coordinator from Kaduna. He's raising up his hand. Yes, you can unmute your mic, sir.
Hello, good evening, house.
Yes, good evening. Thank you so much. You are
Uh,
welcome.
uh,
Evening.
thank you very much. This is Tanimu from Kaduna, Assistant Coordinator, Kaduna State. Honestly, I'm happy with today's meeting. In fact, one of the things that excites me in this meeting is the issue of having us having merchants between us, and we starting exchanging between us. This IWC uh, opportunity is a very big one. As our incredible have earlier said, Nigerian government are already um, trying to see how Nigerians will get involved into blockchain. And I think IWC, that's most of us are in IWC, have already started. So we in IWC already have an advantage over those that have not started already. So I still want to encourage as many as we are in IWC, let's start thinking of having a kind of exchange our IWC to good, so that we need to promote the IWC ourselves before others join, before we attract others to like come in, so that
Yes.
within a shortest time, IWC will take a different dimension. It has already started, so we need to do our best to make sure it escalates, to where a lot of people that think we don't know what we're doing will like regret. Though it's not late, we can always invite them to come in. So I think the issue of us having merchants between us and start exchange the IWC for good. I think it's a very good step for us to like promote IWC to the next level. I think this is what I want to like chip in, and to also encourage us to like put our best, so that it won't take us by surprise. This block
Yes.
chain that Nigerian is working hard to like come into, and you can imagine those that are in the government are not even aware of these blockchains the way we are in IWC. I'm telling you, most of us that have been following, we know better than they do, and upon that, they are the ones still trying to make sure that the blockchain is introduced fully in Nigeria. So we stand a better chance of making profit and making the ahead up compared to others that will soon be coming in. So thank you very much, Master Incredible. This is my contribution in today's meeting. I
Thank you
still
so
encourage
much.
us to like put more effort on it. Thank you very much. I appreciate the
Thank you
opportunity.
so much, sir. Thank you very much. I strongly believe in no time, not only Nigeria, but even Liberia and other places, we are like, as a matter of fact, IWC is a long time benefit. It is not a short time benefit as many people will think. And so yesterday I was talking with one of the managers of one very big supermarkets in Nigeria. They call it ShopRite. And so these are some of the huge supermarkets that we have here in Nigeria. We want to be able to bring in supermarkets. We want to be able to bring in car owners. We want people to go to a car stand and buy IWC with their coins. And so that is the campaign that we are actually taking out to a lot of people. During the ICO, we were doing education. This time around, this campaign will usher a lot of people, a lot of traders and merchants coming in. As a matter of fact, we are completely looking for merchants right now and traders. And so those of us who know about other business owners in your region, begin to discuss with them, also begin to educate and sensitize them regarding the opportunities that IWC is offering them. Very soon, there is a coin that is coming in, XRP. Nigeria is planning to adopt XRP, and also the e-naira is coming. And also, as I am talking to you right now, they are going to pass the bill fully into law as soon as the next administration comes in. The bill has already been signed by this administration, superheaded by President Muhammadu Buhari, and it was launched, and it has gone viral. Everybody knows. And so people who used to hide and talk about cryptocurrency right now in Nigeria, you don't need to hide anymore. And so it has already come to a public domain. And so politicians, government officials, and so many other people are beginning to reposition themselves, knowing fully well that this is the future, not just the now, but this is what is going to take over beginning from 2025 to 2050. And so, those of us who are having little coins, it is an opportunity for you right now to sponsor just one person and get additional 50 coins. And so, those of you from Kaduna State, even ahead of our coming for the campaign, our campaign slogan is we want to be able to sponsor one person into the exchange and get 50 coins. And so with 5,000 naira, you get 50 coins by sponsoring one individual. And so we want to be able to, at the beginning of this campaign, if we can be able to, in each state, get additional 2,000 people added to the people that we have already have from the ICO, it is a plus, and we are expanding the base of the Incredible Wealth Coin Exchange. And so those of us who are in those regions begin to discuss with traders, business owners, whether people are into filling stations. We want to make it in such a way that even transportation, people can be able to pay their transportation fare with IWC or buy whatever kind of commodity, either be it in a supermarket or in a car stand or wherever we find ourselves. And so this is the stage where we're actually going into. And so you are all privileged and opportune to be part of this particular move from the very early stage. And so IWC is not a get rich quick scheme, but you will certainly become. I have been saying this even from the pre sales coming to the ICO and even after the ICO. Some of you here, there are people who are already tired. There are people who are already giving up. Why? Because they are thinking that it is a get rich quick scheme. No, IWC is not a get rich quick scheme, but you are definitely going to become rich. Yes, over a period of time. And so, thank you so much, my able coordinator from Kaduna State. Very soon, we will interface and also we will carry out another campaign in a different dimension this time around. And so, we are beginning with Kaduna State. Mr. Tenimu, if you can unmute your mic, we need a leadership representation from Plateau State and also some part of Nasarawa State and Benue. Mr. Tanimu, can you unmute your mic very briefly?
No, I'm with you. That's incredible.
Yes, so we need leadership in, we want to install a leadership. We have some humanitarian beneficiaries from Plateau states. We have a lot of people from Jos who received coins from Reverend Herimas from Yola. And also we have people from Nasarawa state and also Benue state. And so in these three states, we want a leadership. Well, this time around, we don't want to
Okay.
walk along with novice. We want people who are proactive.
All right.
We want people who are technologically inclined,
All
who we
right.
can work with them. Because this time around, we want to hit this campaign very hard so that we can have that exchange open, so that we can begin the trading for the community to see what IWC is
Yes.
capable of in the next one or two between now until 2025. All right.
All right.
And so we
All
want
right.
to install leadership in Plateau State, in Nasarawa State, and also in Jos.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So if
All
you
right.
have any
Master
people to
Incredible.
recommend, begin to get
Yeah.
those people
Yeah.
ready, because we are
Yeah.
from the Kaduna metropolitan city. We are coming towards your area, and then from there we might head to those areas where we are going to install leadership.
Okay. I think I will need to do something in the Just.
Okay.
Then, if possible, yeah, I think I will also get someone in Nasarawa. In fact,
That's
just
good.
on is for sure, Master Incredible. Just on is
All
for
right.
sure. I'm going
All
to
right.
work
Thank
on
you
that
so
just
much.
one. Yes, in fact, with immediate effect, sir.
All right.
With
Thank you so
immediate effect,
much.
yes, sir.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
then I'll find a way and see how I can reach Nasarawa. They
All
have
right.
people there too. Yes, I'll try and get one or two persons. Then I think we will maybe we'll have a conference call with you to
Yes.
like discuss maybe before next week runs out. I think we'll call you in between the week so that we talk.
We will be traveling to Kaduna State on Wednesday of next week. And so from
Beautiful, beautiful. I
Wednesday
think
we
yeah.
will be in Kaduna for maybe 5 to 6 days before we return.
Wow,
And so we
beautiful.
want to tour Kaduna State, Plateau State, Nasarawa State, and then end it up in Benue State before we move to other regions.
Right, it's okay.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
think what I will do, I'll make sure the just on, yeah, the plateaus on is ready on ground, so that
All right.
before you come to Kaduna, we'll connect. Then when you guys get to Jos, you will be there with you to
All right.
like have one-on-one meeting with you, so that you know where to like take it from.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you very
Yes, sir.
much, sir. Thank you so
Yes, sir.
much.
You're welcome.
All right. That is that for, I think, so far, Jos and Nasarawa is being taken care of. And so, Mr. God's power, we also need a leadership from those areas. We want to have, I don't know if Jigawa and where, you are already in Yobe, Katsina State. We want to be able to dominate every part of Nigeria. As a matter of fact, we want to go round to the entire 36 states. I want to ensure that in every state in Nigeria, we should be able to have at least 100 IWC users in every state. What that means is that when trading begins, many people from the entire country will be looking for IWC to buy. And so when people are looking for IWC to buy, those of you who did economics in school, when there is high demand and less supply, what happened to the coin? The value skyrockets. And so even within this year 2023, by opening this exchange, we can come together and make one IWC more than $1,000 per coin. And so it doesn't come just like a dream. It comes with focus. It comes with hard work. It comes with so much investments. And so we are ready to invest that to go around and ensure that we are
For
able to
the
conquer.
coronation that is happening in the United Kingdom, your opinion concerning that? Let the IWC, we have our
Madam
president.
Favor, you are just coming in. I think there is a noise coming from your background. Thank you so much. Kindly mute your mic. Yes, thank you so much. Madam Favor is one of the humanitarian sponsors that I mentioned, who happens to be the first to be able to attain the benefit of the 60 days challenge and kudos to her, and I appreciate her efforts and also her enthusiasm for that particular awesome sponsors. She has single-handedly sponsored 50 persons. And so if we have 100 of such people in this community, right now we are almost 10,000 users in the exchange. And so I want to encourage more sponsorship, more people to come up stage and also begin to sponsor. And so, Mr. God's Power, let me, can you unmute your mic? You have been, you have also been one of those administrators who contributed so much in this project. You can unmute your mic, Mr. God's Power, and greet the house and tell us how many states can you be able to give us IWC leadership.
Good evening, Mr. Incredible. Good evening to the Global House of Millionaires and
Yes.
Prospective Billionaires. I greet you all this beautiful evening. I am based in Yobe State.
All right.
Yobe State is close to Brno,
Okay.
Bauchi. Yes, because when you're coming from Kaduna, you go past Kano, Bauchi, then Yobe, and Borno. I think that those are 4 states now.
Yes.
So they all fall. The distance between Yobe State and Borno is barely 2 hours. The distance between uh, Yobe State and Bauchi is barely 3 hours, and then the distance between Yobe State and Kano, I would say, is approximately 5 hours. So it is not quite far. One or two leaders, maybe more pairs, can handle these 2 states. I would be glad if this privilege is accorded to me because I don't know if I deserve it. Of course, I've been following IWC from day one when they had a seminar in Kaduna. That was
Yes.
when I bought my very first few coins. I remember one Philemon came and I saw him in person. He made it clear to us that IWC is not here for joke. And based on what is ongoing now, it is clear to everybody, including myself, who had doubt in the first place because I only bought 5 coins that very day. But now I have more than 200 coins and I intend to take advantage of the 60 days challenge and see if I'll be able to afford my way into being a salesperson. How do I put it now? Someone who trades in IWC 24 hours.
Yes.
Um, being an ambassador in these states would be a privilege, and it will not be taken for granted at all.
All right.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much,
so
sir.
much. As a matter of fact, I think Yobe and Bauchi and that is it northeast or northwest? What or which geopolitical zone are you actually precisely? Is it northeast? I think that should be
Northeast,
northeast,
sir.
right?
Yes, not east,
Say that.
not east, sir, not east.
All right. You are not only our IWC coordinator in Yobe, but I am going to also make you the regional coordinator for Northeast. And so you are going to handle those. I actually intend to say it today in the meeting because we have selected some people, and then I want to work with people that are ready to work with the ambassador, that are ready to work with us. And so today, what we are doing actually, we are in communication with both corporate and institutional investors those people who actually overlooked IWC when we gave them the opportunity during the ICO, especially in the FCT. I have been having several meetings with business owners who are indicating interest to want to begin to learn about blockchain and also want to accept digital currencies as a medium of exchange, because if you look at the value and the rate at which the fiat currency is fading, you do not need any, even the dollar is shaking at the moment. And so you don't need any prophet to tell you that a revolution is taking place. And so this is why Nigerian government swiftly went into this blockchain research since 2021, and now they are going to fully go into blockchain technology. Previously, in the I think that was between January 15th to 20th of February, 3,600 youths were recruited and were trained by the Central Bank of Nigeria. That particular information is first hand, and I got that information from a reliable source. And some of our IWC users, one among them participated in that training. And so do not allow the banks to fool you. Don't keep your asset in the banks. Those of us in Nigeria, you will understand what we are saying because you went through the tip of the iceberg and you understood what the banks are capable of doing. And so have your asset where you can have total control over it. Even if you move from Nigeria and relocated to anywhere, the exchange relocates with you. But when you have your naira in your bank account or your local currency in your bank account, when you move, the money remains where it is. And so this is one of the advantage that so many people are missing in blockchain technology. Wherever you find yourself around the world, you can exchange your coins into any international currency such as US dollars or pounds or euro, and be able to sell it and have someone pay you directly using the P2P section. Though we are coming up with that training, and so, God's power, you are going to be one of our regional and also the state coordinator for Yobe and the regional coordinator for Northeast. And so, you have some states under your leadership. And so, we are going to divide those. We have not gone to the West. Someone told us, I came across someone yesterday in the FCT who happens to be a crypto merchant. He buys crypto. He's a bulk buyer on Binance. And so when I talked about IWC, I gave him the link to the exchange, and so he says he wants to discuss business. And so when I met with him, he told me that are we in the southeast, west southwest, which is the southwest has to do with Ilorin or your state, Ogun, and the entire Yoruba side. We have never been there throughout the ICO because of the limited time. And so I also want to begin to work with other coordinators. We want to have a tour around the 36 states in Nigeria before we can move to other regions. And so the population is in Nigeria, and the market also is much more over here in Nigeria. Even though we have users in Liberia, we have users in Ivory Coast, we have users in Ghana, but we have more users from Nigeria when it comes to IWC Africa. And so we want to be able to see people coming down to buy their cars and pay with IWC. People who can go to ShopRite, and also we are in partnership. We want to go into partnership with some of these online banks that will also give all their users an opportunity to also participate in our trading. And so I was talking with an agent from Money Point day before yesterday, who happens to be a business manager from Money Point, and so he told me that they are welcoming the idea, and they will be happy for us to have an understanding so that we can also integrate part of our project on their platform, so that our users can use Money Point to accept payment on our exchange using P2P, talking about local currencies. So that will also give them an edge to have more users from our exchange patronizing Money Point. And at the end of the day, they also in turn will be able to give us an opportunity to interface with them, and also for people to be doing direct Naira to IWC trading, which is a huge welcome idea. And so we are interfacing with different institutions and corporate bodies at this moment. And so those of you who are still left behind, this is a wake up call to everyone. And some of you who are coordinators, if you know you are a leader and you have less than 1,000 or 2,000 coins, use this opportunity to get more coins, because you are going to be surprised what IWC will become in the nearest future if you have few coins in your possession. And so, in rounding up, I said this on Wednesday and I will repeat it today. All those who are going to work for IWC will never go unrewarded. And so, if you are a leader, dedicate yourself and work very hard, because a reward awaits you who works very hard in order to give other people an opportunity to come into this particular project. And so no leader will go unrewarded. And so we are taking note of all those who are effective. We're also taking note of all those who are productive. And so and also in the north central, and also the northwest, and also other geopolitical zones, we are going to appoint leaders. And so begin to give us an update, Mr. God's power. That mantle of leadership has already fallen on you even before today, because we had that discussion earlier. And so I just intend to make it open today before everyone in this meeting, so that those of us from the south and northeast will also be able to be given an opportunity to be part of this project. And so we are going to talk more on that. We also have one of our coordinator from Mubi, who also happened to actually attend the same school from where I graduated. And so I am proud to have him in this project. And so we are also going to hand over more responsibility to only productive people that will work closely with even the international administrative arm of the Incredible Wealth Coin. And so the workload is too much for me. A time will come that I will not alone handle the presentations or the trainings and also other aspects of this exchange. And so we are going to begin to decentralize this leadership the more, so that other leaders can also be given an opportunity to discharge their responsibilities. And so thank you so much, Mr. God's Power. I'm going to also interface with you and also give you a call and give you more insight regarding the leadership mantle that has come upon you. And so, Madam Zelin, also from Liberia, who happens to be one of the directors over there in Liberia. Madam Zelin, if you can hear me, can you unmute your mic very quickly? Is Madam Zelin still in this meeting? All right. It looks like she is actually
Maybe she opt
to
out.
unmute her mic. All right. It's unmuted. Yes, you
Hello?
can go ahead, Madam Zelin.
Good evening to everyone.
Yes, good evening.
Now what is a challenge here,
Yes.
but I want to say thank you for the update. Thank you for the effort. We are on a standby for the meeting that you've discussed about. Thank you so much.
All right. And so tomorrow, 2 o'clock Liberian time, we will interface myself, you, and Reverend Chie from Sino County. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right. And so that is that. I think this is the much we can take for tonight. We have actually gone over an hour and 30 minutes. And so this meeting is going to be twice every week from henceforth. We want to checkmate the progress every now and then, and also we want to follow up the entire update. And so it's going to be every Wednesday and Friday. And so let us take note of the meeting days. Our meeting days right now is every Wednesdays and Fridays until we kick off the the merchant training currently that we are actually waiting for users to come on board. But as it stands right now, our meeting days and migration updates comes up every Wednesday and Friday. And so this is the much we can take for tonight. On behalf of the other IWC leadership and also directors, uh, I want to appreciate everyone, all our leaders, and every other person who stayed in this meeting from the beginning to the end of the meeting. Thank you so much. And I do hope to see you again on Wednesday come next week. Good night, everybody. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful